Hello. Wowee. No, it's been a while. Sorry if the fan is on right now. I just got done working out at the gym, getting those gains, you know what I'm saying? And I thought to myself, what would be a good way to kind of cool down after a nice workout session than to watch two new shows come out of the spring 2025 season. And that's what I want to talk about. Mainly these two shows, the first of which being Mocking the Sons of Lovebot, and the second being Yonder Dark Elf She Chased Me All the Way from Another World. Now, the reason I want to talk about these two shows in particular is mainly because after watching both of these first episodes respectfully, since they officially came out today as of me recording this video, um, I'm not gonna lie, we might have a God, I'm spitting so much because it's that super tight competition for the best trash anime of the year. Again, this is like I can't believe I'm saying this, but 2025 so far this year has been like a close contender for best trash anime of the year. And like I said, with 100 Girlfriends season 2, this show was amazing. It was a fucking banger of a show. And I was thinking, okay, this definitely has to be number one spot. No way there's no other show that can beat it, right? But then Honey Lemon Soul comes into the picture, and this show blow my mind away big time for how crazy and wild and how zany everything can be. And for the while, I thought this show would have been number one. But now, honestly, this is a freaking toss up. I mean, look, judging by the first episodes of these two shows here, these could potentially be trash anime of the year. And I kind of just wanted to poke fun at these a little bit and give a little bit of a background of it. So these two shows, respectfully, are shows that I actually know the studios of. Bloom Z Studios is actually the same studio that gave us a really bad anime that came out last year with this show, The Isekai Oats in Paradise, which was a show that came out last year that I didn't like and I thought was just super one dimensional, super forgettable, and it's just a pointless, another generic Isekai show that has all the fan service you want, but it's just super low effort, low grade, everything you guess it. And then with the Yonder Dark Elf anime, this show is under Alias Studios, which, believe it or not, this is their first elf anime they try to make. They were responsible for the Elf Sanwa Yasura Night series, or the Plus Size Elf, which was a show that also came out last year. And again, these two shows from these two studios, it's crazy because it's like the stars are aligning. It's like for some reason they decided that, you know what, I want to make the best trash anime possible. If 100 Girlfriends is killing it and Honey Lemon Soul is killing it, then you know what? We're going to put out our best foot forward and give out the best trash anime that the world is going to freaking see. And that's what we're getting with Yandere Dark Elf and Makina-san's A Love Bot. So, again, to kind of put this in a nutshell, both of these shows, I wish I would have talked more about, but you can read the synopsis for both of these respectfully, and you pretty much get the gist of it. Each of these shows are 12 minutes in length, first and foremost. Younger Dark Elf's premise is simply about a dude who was, after all the trials and efforts, he defeats the villain, and he finally saves the world, and as a reward, he finally gets to go back into his original world from where he came from. But the person that he worked with, the allies he worked with, are like, nope, you're not gonna leave. I'm gonna make sure I come with you to live with you for the rest of your life and love you and care about you. And that's what we get with this Yonder Dark Elf here, whose name I haven't even remembered up at this point, but I know in the full length review I'm gonna talk about her more. And again, right off the bat, the first episode, and the reason why this is already like a potential trash anime of the year, this first episode is nuts to butts is like tits to ass. Like there's so much nudity in this first episode that I can't even like imagine how you can sit through this without going ballistic and going crazy and having blood spewing out your nose. Because this show, I swear to God, for an episode that's 12 minutes in length, I'd say 10 minutes of this first episode is just dedicated to just pure nudity at its finest. And it's trying to be like all yandere and seductive at times, but my God, the nudity just really just like covers that whole image up so ridiculously. And as a result of it, I mean, no ending theme song, no opening theme song to really boot and say that's memorable. Like we're off to an interesting start, but again, keep in mind this is the same studio that gave us the plus size elf from last year. Then we have the Makina Sans Love Bot, and this show, is one of the more weirder ones because like while the show is definitely showing a lot of nudity in this one as well, it's taking place in like a post-apocalyptic future where robots are sentient beings, and one day this bot decides to go come across a nerd who loves robots, and essentially she was super broken, battered up, and needs repair. And after she gets all the repairs, she's like, okay, let's be together and be this cute couple or something like that. It's really weird. But the one thing that definitely stood out from this show and why this show is potential best trash anime of the year is its theme song. The theme song for the show slaps really hard. And I don't know how many episodes this show's gonna progress, but if these two shows in general keep the momentum of trashiness that they have, there's a good potential they could actually be up there for the best trash anime of the year. And like I said, for a while I was thinking that the show that we're gonna be like playing it safe. There's not gonna be a lot of trash shows to come out after Honey Lemon Soda, after 100 Girlfriends season 2. But nope, I was dead wrong. We got something in our hands here, more like a platter, a buffet of what could be considered to be like the best trash anime I've seen in a while. And it's kind of funny because I think if we go back in time, the last best trash anime that I saw that was like nuts to butts, like we're getting back to back best trash anime all around, was in 2021 and maybe 2022. And that's crazy because it's it's like we're getting the best of what anime has to offer, but also the worst that anime has to offer. And as the saying goes, like we're getting anime now at this point that is getting borderline hentai at some points, and sometimes we're getting hentai that can be borderline actual anime shows. And shows like these two are kind of the examples of that matter. But as I wanted to make this real quick because again I just wanted to say that I'm gonna 100% watch these two shows, even if they get boring, even if they get stupid, repetitive. I'm gonna watch these shows all the way through and give my full review of both of these shows respectfully once they officially come to an end. Because my God, the way these two episodes came out of the gate swinging got me like, wow, I wanted to talk about this. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I'll see y'all the next one. Later.